points in the game.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cyclones offense will have the first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So BYU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It sucks. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Suggs. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running into the open space. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He wants to change this route. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Oh, what a move. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
Got enough for the first. Lowers those pads. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Cyclones are threatening in the red zone. They go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in at the 15.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Off the play fake on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Graves. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Finds his man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his open man. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Graves. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. BYU has this offense clicking. Off play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Dickens. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And this one is perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Quick completion on the out. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Robinson. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snap in the shotgun. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cyclones! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Notre Dame and USC has just gone final, and we have a winner in the battle for the Jules Shillelagh. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, to win this game.
Finding an escape route. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Daniels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Makes the grab. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Catch in the middle. It sucks. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some...
There he goes! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Cyclones are threatening in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Iowa State.
The Cyclones trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Iowa State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to hit the extra point, to make it a touchdown game, and there might be 2 more plays left. At kickoff, maybe 1 more snap for the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.